15 years. For aviation, it is a mere instant. For a secret, it is an eternity. For so long, the world knew only the shape, the silhouette, the name, but not what was hidden inside.
FELON, Moscow's response to the F-22 and F-35. It first took to the skies in 2010, but from that day, no one on Earth has seen the most important thing, its fangs.
And now, the silence has ended. United Aircraft Corporation releases the first ever video of the Su-57's internal weapons bay, open in flight and not empty. Anti-radar missiles, live, combat ready, the ones that hunt radars, the ones that silence entire air defense systems.
These KH-58 USH missiles are not relics of the past. They are over 3 times faster than the speed of sound. They strike at a range of 250,000 kilometers. And, for the first time in history, they are hidden inside Russia's stealth aircraft.
These KH-58 USHK missiles are not relic. The internal weapons bay is the holy grail of stealth. Leave the missiles under the wing, and you will be seen. Hide them inside, and you vanish
Of the past.
The Su-57 can slip into guarded skies as quietly as night slips into a city, and strike at the exact moment the enemy dares to turn on its radar.
After the war in Ukraine began, the FELON flew on distant fronts. It struck targets, suppressed air defenses, and brought home the first real combat experience, the kind you can't gain from exercises alone.
And now, the unveiling. Right before Dubai. Algeria has already signed the contract. India has returned to the negotiating table. Russia is ready to sell, ready even to share the source code.
The American F-22 and F-35 do not carry such missiles internally, which means, in one narrow but crucial aspect, the Su-57 has become the first. 15 years the FELON stayed silent, but the time has come. It has bared its fangs.
For 15 years, the fog kept him hidden from the world. For 15 years, the Su-57 lived like a myth, heard but never fully seen, recognizable by silhouette, yet never revealing what it carried within. It rose into the sky as quietly as a predator leaving its lair, and returned just as silently. All of Russia knew its strength, yet none had seen its fangs. In autumn, the air above the airfield was thick and cold, as if a storm were gathering. The aircraft's metal glimmered, not with the ceremonial shine of a parade, but with the harsh, working sheen of a weapon. Traces of a night's rain still clung to its fuselage, and the shadow under its wings seemed alive, shifting and trembling. Engineers moved around it in silence, their footsteps swallowed by the wind rising with the dawn. Today, the FELON was to reveal what it had hidden for a decade and a half. Lieutenant Colonel Sergeyev, commander of the test crew, stood by the wing and looked at the aircraft as though he saw something more than a machine of war. He knew one day this would become history, but the path to this moment had been too long and too quiet. Every test, every refinement of the design, every new secret fused into the stealth skin seemed to add another facet to the aircraft's character. The Su-57 had long since ceased to be an object of technical diagrams. It had become a living being. "Ready?" a technician asked. Sergeyev nodded. Ready wasn't the right word. The moment has come, he thought. The moment analysts, pilots, skeptics, allies, and enemies alike have been waiting for. 15 years of anticipation. He climbed the ladder, hooked his fingers along the edge of the cockpit out of habit, and looked at the morning sky one last time. It was calm and gray, as if it, too, were preparing to witness something. Takeoff was smooth. The FELON seemed to glide into the air, dissolving in it. At 5,000 meters, the clouds spread beneath the wing in a flat white sea. And Sergeyev closed his eyes for a moment, giving himself the luxury of simply listening. The whisper of the airflow, the vibration of the frame, the steady breathing of the engine. Everything was familiar, except for the one thing that lay ahead. A demonstration awaited. When the display lit up with a soft blue glow, reminiscent of moonlight, Sergeyev exhaled. The command was simple, a pair of doors moving, a smooth mechanism, precise geometry. But the moment was far greater than the mechanics behind it. Opening, he said aloud, and the FELON obeyed. The weapons bay opened in the air like a hand unclenching. Inside, in the cramped gray steel cradle, lay two metallic beasts, the Su-58 USHK, heavy like purebred wolves, silent, holding a cold, dangerous energy within. Sunlight touched their bodies, and Sergeyev felt a brittle, sharp current run along his spine. These were not just missiles. They were the aircraft's eyes and teeth, its hidden core. Something no one had ever seen. Something only guessed at. The aircraft remained steady, unfazed by the open bay doors. It seemed almost proud to finally show the world what it had guarded for so many years. Sergeyev rolled the aircraft gently. The camera beneath the fuselage recorded everything. The footage that would later sweep through military forums and appear in the official press release. Footage that would become a symbol, a declaration, a challenge. Beautiful, he murmured, then smirked. A strange word for a weapon designed to kill radars and silence entire air defense systems. But beauty comes in many forms. The sky around him remained calm, yet Sergeyev felt the air grow denser, as if the world itself were watching him. And these missiles, with the same blend of admiration and unease reserved for a tiger emerging from the shadows. In that moment, he understood. The demonstration was only the surface. The real meaning lay deeper. It was a gesture of declared presence, proof that the era of silence was over. The FELON was baring its fangs. When the doors closed again with a short metallic breath, Sergeyev felt a strange relief, as though an important, long-overdue conversation had finally been spoken aloud, as though a secret that had lived too long in the dark had earned the right to become reality. Back at the base, he was greeted with brief nods. No one hurried to celebrate. The people who had worked on this project for years understood the magnitude of the moment too well to make noise. But something hung in the air, quiet, calm warmth. Sergeyev descended the ladder and looked back. The Su-57's stood motionless, hiding again everything it had revealed in the sky, as if there had been no unveiling, no sunlight on the missiles, no circling turn in the mist. The predator had concealed its fangs once more, but now the world knew they were there, and somehow, that made everything feel a little warmer.